Public service announcement before we get into this video. This is the second version of Goku The Wildfire Ii. There is one version up on Vimeo, and then there is the version here. The only thing that is different is the AMVs associated. So this AMV is different in a few different ways than the AMV on Vimeo. So if you want to see how the Vimeo AMV worked out, just go on Vimeo and check that out, because I'm not exactly sure how much longer the Vimeo site's going to be up. That's kind of the issue in all this. So it's just me working out the kinks here, so bear with me. So hopefully you enjoy it still. This AMV is dedicated, this particular AMV on the YouTube side is dedicated to my best friend Sauce. So shout out to you, Sauce. Hold your head. Always love. And then thank you for joining us today. Hopefully you enjoy Goku The Wildfire 2 to finish off the continuity on the YouTube side, so I don't have to worry about it anymore, and so we can push forward to Monday and keep rolling with what we got going. So anyways, take care of yourselves, level up, and let's do it.
Wanna be.
Yeah. Flexin'. Yeah. Flex. Every damn flex. Flexin' was a crime. Ain't gon' have to come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing. That's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flex. All damn flex. Flexin' was a crime. And somebody come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing. That's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flex. Young, you stay killin'. Bitch, I got a hit list. On that murder one kush. Bitch, you gotta hit this. Chiselin' that 599, you can't forget this. Don't make me hop up out this pretty bitch and take a twit pic. Foreign bitch with me, yeah, she take a big. Foreign M60, yeah, take a big clip. We understand the top, damn nigga, where your doors go? Bitch, I'm on the move, what the fuck I need some doors for? Shooters right behind me, yeah, they in that Escalade. You know how to find me, shooters in the Escalade. Killers on payroll, bitch, even my neck work. Left the house with all my chains on, look like my neck hurt. Flex, every damn flex. Flexin' was a crime, ain't gon' have to come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing, that's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flex. All damn flex. Flexin' was a crime, and somebody come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing, that's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flex.
I'm flexin', ain't moving a muscle though. Come doing some foreign shit, you checking it like customs, ho. American gangster, chase them Franks like Russell Crowe. Them Benjamin Franks, in case you lost or just don't know. I got my BT on, that's my black watch. And all I do is win, my pockets look like jackpots. Check my calendar, it say I'm flexing all summer. So your lucky day is when you get a call from us. We in and out them stores, they think we the mall runners. I never change, that's why I carry all hundreds. I'm doing me, and your bitch is who I'm next to do. Other than that, the schedule is flexible.
Flex, every damn flex. Flexin' was a crime, ain't gon' have to come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing, that's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flex. All damn flex. Flexin' was a crime, and somebody come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing, that's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flex.
I'm flexin'. Looking like $1,000,000, double-story White House. That bitch $1 million plus. Look at my garage, everything I ride 100 up. If I ain't the gangster of the year, I'm the runner-up. Flexin', Aston Martin, Texas. 911 Porsche, quadruple door. That bitch sexy, straight cash out it. Motherfucker credit card. See me in the club, looking like a fat charge. Brick talk, dope boy shit, making money fly. Spotlight, center of attention, I ain't gotta try. Flexin', presidential rolling with the ice in it. closet full of Gucci shoe, got more than your Breitling. I'm flexing.
Flex, every damn flex. Flexing was a crime, ain't gon' have to come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing, that's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flexing. Flex, all damn flexing. Flexing was a crime, and somebody come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing, that's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flexing. Every damn flexin'. Flexin' was a crime, ain't gon' have to come arrest. They ask me what I'm doing, that's a good question. Let you niggas know soon as I get done flexin'. All damn flexin'.
Still, that's one of the best moments of Goku has, and that's when he gets introduced to his best friend. You know, like, and I think that relationship gets so underplayed in the first 6 seasons, how much they depend on each other and how much they, you know, it's a give and take between those two. Like they're brothers, and we'll get into all that. But last week we stopped at Krillin and we're pushing forward on who the next person is, as far as influential, beneficial, what have you in Goku's life, and I think you can infer who that person is. So let's get right into the Road Cheetah Project. Thank you so much. We're gonna throw Vegeta a little bit more shine here because I feel like he's still in need of some. Because of his history and how we're just singing all of these awesome praises about Goku. But so Goku owes Vegeta a lot, and specifically we're going to refer to the Namek scenario, the Namek situation. Vegeta pretty much ensures that Goku doesn't get jumped on Namek. Vegeta does all the dirty work for Goku on Namek, even though it was Vegeta's grand hustle, as we stated, and we love Vegeta for it. He pretty much did all the weed whacking in the grunt work for Goku. He made it so that Goku could really walk in the Frieza untouched, and he did that in very active ways. In very inactive ways, but more specifically, he actually, you know, threw Goku in the healing chamber, which obviously yielded some kind of power buff, whether it was a Saiyan power buff or a key energy connection power increase, or I don't know, like something obviously something happened after the whole Ginyu bullshit, and when he came out of the healing chamber in Frieza's ship, Vegeta did that. Vegeta had to put him in there. Obviously, we see it as Vegeta, you know, helping himself out more or less. But still, at the same time, I think Vegeta still is putting a little putting a little bit of respect in that too. You know, and I believe that there is emotional connection there that we'll get into. But speaking specifically on Namek, Vegeta does so much. He saves Gohan's life at least twice, and again, he makes sure that Goku pretty much is flawless walking into Frieza. He don't have to play the whole Namek game, and that game was taxing on Vegeta, as it would seem. So that's one thing we didn't state in the Vegeta video that needs to be said outright, is that with, you know, in another angle, without Vegeta on Namek, you know, who's to say Goku even makes it to Frieza? Who's to say? I mean, to even level up the way he did. I believe there is an emotional connection there. There is an emotional connection there, for sure. And Planet Namek proves that when Goku shows up to the battlefield, he proves that he does have an emotional connection with Vegeta, and vice versa. I mean, Vegeta tries to play hard ass, but usually those are the people with the most sensitive feelings inside. So, and Vegeta kind of lets the cat out the bag on Namek about that. So, I mean, if he was a hard ass before, he wasn't a hard ass after that point. I mean, not in a completely unsensitive, unemotional type way. He was still a hard ass, but it was different. It was different. So, and I mean, Vegeta Goku owes a lot to Vegeta. Goku owes a lot to Vegeta. Goku doesn't get nearly as strong or ready for Namek if not for Vegeta. Goku doesn't have any living sons if it's not for Vegeta. Goku doesn't turn Super Saiyan if not for Vegeta. Goku doesn't get past the whole Android saga if it wasn't for Vegeta, because Android 19 had the boy all choked up. He choke slammed him and it was about to do him in, and here comes Vegeta. So Goku owes a lot to Vegeta, and I believe there is an emotional connection there, especially as we get towards the end of the season, end of season 6. And obviously there is emotional connection even beyond. I mean, there are great moments in some of the movies. If I haven't said it already, I'll say it again. Janemba, the Buu Saga definitely, obviously has great movies. Great. That's one of the best things about the Buu Saga is the connection between Goku and Vegeta that they exude. Like, we don't get that in any other saga. I'll give that credit. I'll give credit where credit's due. We don't see Goku and Vegeta really connect like that in any other saga. I mean, obviously we know that there's a connection there and there's a respect there, but Vegeta's so resentful and so caught up in his missteps or mistrials or mishaps or whatever you want to call it to really vibe with Goku as a brother, even though he probably really wants to. It's just he can't do that at the moment. He got other shit going on. So, but in the Buu Saga, we see him lighten up on that, and in some of the movies we see him lighten up on that. Especially one of the best movies is Janemba. I mean, Janemba is probably right around that whole Buu Saga timeline if we want to timeline the movies, but still, Janemba's dope. I can't hate on Janemba. But moving on. So we did Master Roshi, Krillin, okay, Vegeta. Okay, next, I don't really know. These two can flip back and forth, and I think you know where I'm going with this. And depending on what day it is, how I feel, but I'm going to go ahead and say number 2 on the list, influential, and especially as far as emotion is concerned, is his son Gohan. Gohan's a beast. Gohan's young OG. And from the moment Gohan is Gohan, Goku nothing but loves that kid. Goku does anything for the kid. As long as Goku is alive, he's there for that kid. And there's been a lot of talk, more or less, about Goku being a bad father. Goku's the greatest father. Goku just has a vocation, and Goku doesn't just want to protect his son, even though that's priority. But he also wants to protect everybody around his son. So sometimes things happen when you're putting yourself on a line like that. And unfortunately, him and Gohan lost a lot of time with Goku being that way. But we'll get to it. But I think the person who's most affected by Goku's vocation is his wife. I feel like that's even a little assaulting him a little bit, because Goku tries so hard to provide for everybody in some way or another. And to be there for everybody and to do the right thing. Goku, you hardly hear Goku say anything bad about somebody, if ever. You don't see Goku really lose his shit over small things. You don't really see Goku get angry in only certain instances. And one of those instances is with Gohan, and we'll get into that in the Gohan video. Gohan comes and pisses Goku off in a certain way, and it's pretty interesting, but we'll get to that later. Goku will do anything for this kid, and Goku is absolutely determined by any means necessary to protect this kid when he is around. And I think the person who gets in the most way of their relationship is CHEETAH herself. But I get into later why that is. Goku's the best father. I don't think Gohan, after they work everything out in a hype box time chamber, even to a certain extent before that, is that mad at his dad. I mean, how could you be? I mean, if your dad's the greatest superhero of all time, can you really be mad that he wasn't there to help you, build your first train set or take you to school for first day. I guess you could be your feelings about that too, because he's giving everybody else more than he's giving you. But at the same time, and there's probably kids out there or grown kids out there who have parents who are like that. You know, the parents that are principals or cops or doctors, and you know, professions that require a selfless demeanor, or require you to be involved with a wide variety of people in an intimate way for a prolonged period of time. But when Goku is alive, he's there, and in the movies, they show Goku and Chi-Chi and Gohan kicking it tough and living a great life and a great normal. And it's so normal. It's beautiful. Their shit is beautiful, man. And growing up as a kid, that's what I always was like, man, that's dope. Goku's got a good family. Goku's married, man, and he's not tripping. Like that looks dope. It looks so peaceful and it looks so homely. And I love the Goku home, and I love the Goku setup. And I mean, Chi-Chi's on his head, but that's only because she's worried about Gohan. Pretty much, other than that, Chi-Chi never let Goku do what the fuck he wants to do, and in that, Goku is not at the strippy or at the gambling spot. You know, if he's not at the cribbo, he's out saving the world, or out training to save the world, or he's dead from trying to save the world. Goku's not out there just bullshitting, hanging on the block, you know, like. So Goku handles his business, man. And like I said, they in the Cell Saga, they showed them having a really beautiful relationship before Raditz shows up. Who knows, you know, how hard they kicked it in that 3 years before the androids, because they weren't training. so no telling, you know, what kind of experiences or memories they set there. And like I said again, the movies do a good job of showing how beautiful their relationship, their family is. And in the Cell Saga, we get really good glimpses of how beautiful they get down. I mean, it can get a little rocky sometimes, you know, especially when you have, you know, Goku, you know how Goku gets down, but that doesn't slow up the love. That doesn't slow up the love, and Goku's not as detached as he might seem. And Goku's there. Goku loves that kid. He'll do anything for that fucking kid. I'm convinced. So I don't really want to hear any more about Goku being a bad dad. Goku's the greatest dad. Goku just has a vocation, and when he does settle down and gets with Gohan for however long, Gohan gets infinitely stronger, and they work it out. So it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Next on the list, who we have left? Obviously, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi and Goku get married at a very young age. And correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't been married, but I've been in relationships. And that's practice for marriage. And I think when you get married that young, it's hard to really, perhaps, it's hard to really have love last if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And you probably don't when you're that young, obviously. I'm sure about that. So, but Goku and Chi-Chi seem to have it figured out for the most part. I mean, and like again, Goku seems pretty devout. You never get instances of Goku eating out, or you know, and Chi-Chi be on his head. But like I said, that's only about Gohan. Other than that, Goku does what the fuck he wants, and they both came up as martial artists, and they both came up in a different time, and Goku found somebody that was down with his lifestyle, and he went for it. And Chi-Chi never changes up on that. Chi-Chi lets Goku do what the fuck he wants to do, as long as Gohan's not involved to a certain extent. And again, I said, like one of the only things that slows Goku's progress with Gohan more or less is Chi-Chi, and perhaps Chi-Chi might feel guilty about that when it's all said and done. But poor Chi-Chi, right? Goku has Vegeta, Piccolo, Master Roshi, the Click, you know, a flying Nimbus, you know, like Goku has all these people and resources to where he can lean on or party with or fight with that battle camaraderie, and I mean he has a whole clique. And then, and to a certain extent, Gohan's a part of that clique. Gohan has the same resources. Gohan could probably get him to flying Nimbus, but he does get him to flying Nimbus. Duh. So Gohan has the same resources his father has, as far as friendships and bonding and people having their back and people to have fun with, people to cry with, people to train with. Chi-Chi doesn't have all that going on. As we can see, Chi-Chi don't even really be talking on the phone. Who's Chi-Chi's friends? You know? Like, what does Chi-Chi have? Like, you know, and you kind of feel bad for her. Like she doesn't, she's doing laundry and washing pots and pans and making sure Gohan has an education and trying to take care of home and wondering if motherfucker's gonna come back dead or not. You know, husband dies once, husband dies twice, husband dies a halftime, husband dies again. Husband gets a heart virus, a rando heart virus. You know, uh, her son is young OG and he can destroy mountains. You know, involuntarily when he's a toddler. He can fly and he wants to go to Namek, goddammit, and you ain't gonna stop him. You know, because he wants to go to Namek and fight some aliens. Because the click is, why can't he? You know, he wants to be like that. Like, and so poor Chi-Chi, right? Like, but I believe that Chi-Chi still is the greatest emotional influence that Goku has, because without, obviously, simple math, without Chi-Chi, you don't get a Gohan. And plus, Chi-Chi don't be all on Goku's head like that. You can't hold a man with that kind of vocation or that kind of drive back. And Chi-Chi makes a great home. And like I said, the Goku home is beautiful, man. And growing up as a kid, that's what I always wanted. You know, it's just simple. You have everything you want. You have the mountainside. You have all your space that you want, and they just kick it, and it's just chill, and it seems so homely and humble, and they just kick it, man. And I was like, man, that's dope. Like, and again, like Goku's married, like it don't seem that tough, you know. Like, but Chi-Chi highlights that, you know, in the series, and good for her that marriage is tough. She says that like a few times, but they seem to figure it out. I mean, they have their rough spots, but they seem to figure it out, bruh. And I mean, I love the Goku family, man. It was just like, it was ideal, you know. I respect that family just as much as I respect the Winslows or Step by Step family, or any of the old '90 TGIF families, the Wonder Years, all that stuff. All those are families that you really respect and admire. Boy Meets World, but I respect the Goku family just as much in that class, because even more so because they don't seem to have those problems. They just chill, like, and it was simple. They was in the countryside, and it just seemed dope. But anyways, I think Chi-Chi is Goku's one and only, and I think he really loved Chi-Chi from the bottom of his heart. And we do see instances of that in the Frieza saga, and in other multiple sagas, the Android saga, the Cell saga. So I don't think Goku sees Chi-Chi as a burden or anything that's holding him back, because she's not doing that, and she's not about that shit, you know. And and it's a lot of that relationship we don't get to see. It's a lot of how that relationship functions that we do not get to see. So who actually knows, how much affection they really showed each other. Book plug. And we'll get back to this book too, but since the word affection came up, this book has been really good for me, and I think it'd be really good for you too, especially if you really want to start knowing what love is in the most technical and or logical sense. And it's called, and some of you probably already heard it, but it's called The Four Loves by C.S. Lewis. It's a beastly book. It's not necessarily easy to read, but it's still beastly, and it'll definitely get your mind churning about how the different levels of love and how that all work out. And Goku seems to have a lot of these working: friendship, affection, and erotic love, and there was one more I can't remember, but I need to go back and visit this book. But I have a lot of books, so it's kind of hard. That's one thing I suggest not reading too many books at one time because you'll never get any of them finished. But anyways, pushing forward. That was the book plug. Pushing forward. Chi-Chi's Goku's number one, and they seem to have a really beautiful marriage up until Gohan starts, and up until shit just gets real. Up until Raditz shows up, and then shit just gets real. Shit gets crucial. But then that brings up the interesting point, like, oh hey, you know, you said Vegeta is the one who really opens the door, really changes everything, and everything changes after Vegeta. Blah 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 blah. Like, can't you say the same thing about Raditz? Raditz probably was really the one who changed everything. I mean, I guess you could say that if you want to be a nitpicky little hoe, but Raditz is not strong enough to really spur anybody to do anything. First of all, and second of all, Raditz came with noble intentions, as much as a Saiyan could. He came to get his brother, and who knows how he knew where Kakarot or Goku was, but still, that's neither here nor there. He figured his brother could help, and he just wanted to come get his brother. Like, I guess they might have some Frieza overthrowing plan cocked up or something, and they figured Goku could help, or he figured Goku could help. That's why he came That's why he came himself. But then Raditz takes it too far. Obviously, you know, saying benevolence only goes so far, as it would seem, and he takes it too far. He goes left with the shit, especially after Goku says no. But Raditz is whack. Long story short, Raditz is whack. In hindsight, Raditz is whack, and Vegeta even comes out and say that, hey man, Raditz is trash. Who cares? The only thing that makes that argument any valid, and at the same time it doesn't, is fucking Piccolo and his big fat fucking mouth. If Piccolo doesn't go running his damn mouth to Raditz, everybody kind of lives in peace until either Frieza catches up with him somehow or another, because he figures out how to make the Dragon Balls on Namek work, because he's already planning on doing all that shit while all this is going on. Because the click is not on Namek, so he can figure out how to make them shits work. And Vegeta probably is on his way there too. You know, on some plot. Let me fuck his shit up, and let me undercut him type shit. But even after then, there's a chance that none of them make it to Earth. Frieza's content with just being in some corner, being the immortal demigod he is, and Vegeta's already dead. So eventually, I guess, Frieza's reign will probably end up to Earth, but who knows how long that's going to take. You know, like, by that time, the androids probably already show up, if at all, if that happens at all, and then the androids just completely wipe out everybody out, and then it's done, you know? But until then, you got from the Raditz, at best case scenario, to the android saga, and that's a long time to stay with peace if Piccolo shuts the fuck up. But I mean, obviously, if Piccolo doesn't shut the fuck up, then they're not. Then apparently they're not going to be ready for the androids or Frieza. So, but still, Piccolo never comes out and apologizes for that shit. Piccolo is one of the biggest haters in the whole series on the cover, and he never comes out and says he did that shit. And I think Goku does. Maybe Goku's in and out of unconsciousness at that point, so he doesn't know that Piccolo done that shit. But he does wake back up and say some stuff after that. But he's never on Piccolo's head, so I don't know if he knew or not. Gohan was down for the count. So basically, Piccolo kind of fucked up. but it just ended up working out. But Piccolo never comes out and says he's sorry for basically setting the whole series in motion. I mean, obviously at the very end of it, it worked out, but did it really? I mean, kind of, sort of. I mean, Vegeta's gone and Goku's gone by the end. Or Vegeta's technically gone, but there's a lot of explosions and chaos and dead and alive and between for the whole planet, for multiple planets between then and the Cell Saga. So, you know, you did just as much bad as you did good, you Piccolo, you fuck. But you can at least come out and own that shit and say you did it. You know, he never even says anything about it. You know, I wonder if they're like he's over at Gohan's house or Master Roshi's house for family dinners or whatever they do, and he's just like, you know, guys, that whole Raditz thing, you know, like, I might have had a hand in how shit happened the last 10, 15 years, you know, like, but whatever on Piccolo, but anyways, Raditz is whack, and I digress. That's and Raditz is not spurring anybody to want to do anything. Raditz is just, Raditz did open a door. Raditz does get credit for that. He does open the door, but nobody's walking through that door until Vegeta gets there. You know, you can open the door for somebody, but you can't make them walk through it. You know, so he did open the gate for the whole universe to be a thing in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but you know, he wasn't strong enough to spur anybody to do more. Like, so I don't, whatever on Raditz. So anyways, I believe the Chi-Chi's are number one, and we'll get into next episode some other things about some other characters that are just as important, if not more important, as far as what Goku actually gained from them. All right, and we are out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Pushing forward to the next Goku and whatever else we have coming up on the project. Feel free to check me out on Vimeo, Twitter. Always subscribe, comment here, please. Let me know that you made it toward the end of this. This one wasn't a short one, so extra credit points. You know, I'm excited about my characters, especially Goku. I mean, Vegeta holds a certain place, but then Goku holds another. So that's what it is. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And again, like I said, next episode we'll be getting into people who are more beneficial as opposed to influential, or a little bit who are on the technical side of what they dump on Goku as opposed to on the tangible emotional side on what they, or the intangible, emotional side of what Goku gains. So we're jumping to another side of people in his life that are influential, but they're influential on a more technical, tangible side. So stay tuned for that. And push it forward as always. We'll see you next time. Rosary life all day, level up life all day, road work life all day. Can't wait for the fall. We're pushing forward towards getting out of this heat. So, and we'll see you Tuesday on the podcast side. Wednesday back here on YouTube, Friday on the podcast side, and then all throughout the week, whatever you feel like it on Vimeo. So, and then we'll keep it pushing. You know, hopefully somebody's getting value out of this, and hopefully I can help somebody along the way get through some stuff, or not even me, but third party. You know, connecting them to the Immaculata or Goku or Kenshin or Yusuke or whoever. So, anyways. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for Roshi Project.